Welcome back. It's been a while, Mr. A.
Yeah, it's been a while, you know.
How you been, man?
Everything's been good. Just chilling.
We were just at the Mexican grocery store, and you were laughing your ass off. Like, what happened?
Well, you know, I don't know if we can tell the story because, you know, this is PG-13, isn't it?
No,
this is...
we're grown man cigar smokers, man.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I was laughing was because, you know, there was a Latina woman with a fine ass, and I saw a dude just straight up staring, eyes bawling out at her ass. I was like,
What, dude? You talking about me?
no. So I was like, he was looking for a good minute. I was like, wow. And then I looked at her ass too, and I was like, damn.
Oh, okay.
Then I looked at him. I was like, wow, you still staring? Then I started laughing.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That's it. It was nothing special.
That couldn't have been me then, because I was staring for more than a minute. You know what I'm saying?
That's when we call the police.
Oh, okay.
Are y'all still watching The Sopranos? Or catching up?
Yeah, we made it to the final season. The last place that we left off was... Tony. He's still recovering right now. Yeah, in the hospital.
Did he finally wake up, or is he still in and out of?
No, I think he's still in that same bed. No. He did wake up. You remember? He woke up and... the scene, because he woke up because Flynn also came back, and you remember Vito tried to like hold his hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but yep, we're almost done, man. Yeah, like this is my like second time going through the show, and just as good as the first. And this is E's very first time, you know, watching the show. I mean, what did you think of it?
It has everything. It's like, okay, it's drama. It's like a comedy skit too, right? Man, every scene is well put together. It makes you sad. It's like some real world shit too, you know, like shit you've been through in your life. And yeah, it's like the perfect show, honestly.
Yeah. And you notice like how it was so ahead of its time. Like it touched on a lot of like themes and topics that were well ahead of their time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they were talking about like trans in there, and this show was made in like early 2000, late 90s, and now look at where we are today in the world. They were talking about like topics of race, and then there were like current events going on in the show too, like back then, just one example is like when Tony gifted Cusimano the Monte Cristo cigars, and he's like, oh my gosh, these are Cubans, like they're so expensive and stuff. It's like, boy, if they were expensive in the early 2000 Cusimano, I wonder where you are today, because those Monte Cristos are way more expensive.
Yeah.
Like, who's like y'all's favorite character from the show?
Who's the guy who got caught in the car?
Vito?
Vito, yeah, that's my favorite. No, I'm just kidding.
No way. I was about to say. Like, no way you think Vito.
You want me to start off?
I think my favorite character is probably Silvio.
Silvio?
Yeah, just because he's just kind of like the quiet type, you know, he just gets the job done, doesn't really ask too much questions, just do what he's told. That's the kind of person you need in a crew, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like he didn't really do anything. Yeah, he was a one-dimensional character though, like, but that's just how he was written, like a real loyal, true to the soil type of guy.
Yeah, I think my favorite character was Tony. Honestly, it was just.
Well, besides the main character.
Nah, that was like my favorite character.
What was your
Like-
second favorite?
Fuck. What's his name? The guy who let the Russian go.
Oh,
Who's on-
Paulie.
Paulie, yeah. I think just because he's so fucking stupid, you know, it just makes everything like hilarious. You know,
Paulie Walnuts.
He's like trying to be the man, but like he's always like off. You know.
Yeah.
And
And
it's like-
he's such a scumbag too.
He is.
Like,
Yeah, that's why I like it too, because it's like, all right.
That's funny because Paulie's my favorite character. Because you know that one scene where he was dealing with the what was it the lawnmower businesses trying
Yep.
to fight each other.
Yeah, and he like cut the rope and the guy fell out the tree. No, he whacked the guy in the head with the shovel, so he let go of the rope and his partner fell out the tree.
Yeah, my favorite was his explanation to Tony. He said, "Oh man, they were attacking me. That guy came at me, jumped off a tree and attacked me. I had to defend myself."
Yeah, like Paulie, man, like
He was comedy
such-
relief.
He was comedy relief, but man, that's the kind of guy, you know, you just gotta watch out for. Like you gotta think he almost backstabbed his own crew. You remember when he was in cahoots with New York? Like he kept on talking to Johnny Sack and Carmine, old man Carmine, and he snitched on Ralph. Remember, he's like, oh, he told a joke about Jenny, like she's so fat or something, like get a mole like removed on, I don't know, something like that. I was like, damn.
I just like how he's like always trying to start chaos. And the actual actor, he was a former mobster, which made it so real.
Oh, really? He was an actual like mobster? in
Yeah,
real
he
life?
was a former mobster. But there were some other actors that were active mobsters during that time of the filming.
Wow.
So that's how they were able to make it so very accurate to real life, you know?
What are y'all smoking on today? What are you smoking?
I'm smoking the Aganorsa leaf, Nicaragua, the Connecticut.
Nice. I mean, like so far, like off the initial combustion, what do you feel like? What does it taste like? What is it giving?
I mean, it's smooth. I just taste like roasted walnuts on a iron pan. Just kidding, roasted.
Why specifically an iron pan? Like that's like, how do you know it's an iron pan and not like an aluminum pan or?
Because your hand's getting burnt as soon as you grab that pan. You're like, oh, not only is the roasted walnuts getting roasted,
All right,
so is my
Novocaine.
hand.
Yeah,
You saw the trailer and you're like,
this
all
guy
right.
just saw the trailer for Novocaine and he thinks he's grabbing the pan. Man, but me and E here, we're smoking on La Aroma de Cuba, the Edicion Especial. I believe this is the final piece to the puzzle for me under the La Aroma de Cuba line. I smoked all of them. They say this one is supposedly the closest to, a Cuban. We picked this up at Corona Cigar Co. down in Tampa. I mean, after initial combustion, I just get that, like, it's like a peanut kind of taste to it. I guess that's why they say it's close to Cuban cigars, because I've heard people that smoke a lot of Cubans say that they have that peanut quality to them. But that's about it. I don't get that, signature Cuban twang. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I don't either. Just like some cedar, a little bit of spice. It's not too much. I like that coffee bitterness I get to it,
Oh, there's a bitterness.
Yeah.
Damn.
Slight. It's not like too strong.
Yeah.
Do y'all know what year those cigars are?
Man, we got these back in January, so we don't even know how long they've been sitting inside Corona Cigar Co. But yeah, I mean, La Aroma de Cuba, I looked it up. It's a cute, like back then, way back then, like in the early 1900s, these were Cuban cigars. And now they're made under, the My Father factory.
Probably the same seeds.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe there's something within the, the wrapper, binder, filler that has some type of Cuban seed, but it's grown in Nicaragua now. So, I mean, this one I would say it's, so far, right? I can't really judge it, but it's definitely better than the Connecticut that I smoked. I think it's better than El Jefe, and the Reserva as well.
Is
But
El Jefe just the original, but like
I think it's that bigger
Okay.
one, yeah.
That's the only one I haven't smoked is the Connecticut.
The Connecticut. I did a review for it. I didn't think it was good, but your palate is sometimes a lot different than mine, so you might enjoy it.
It just seems like it would be good because like, all right, it's a lighter of the aromas, and they're all pretty well balanced, right? So it's like you take out that bitterness and you keep that sweetness to it, and it should be a good cigar, but they fucked it up.
It's not,
somehow.
man. It's like one of the most boring Connecticut's ever. It's not even sweet or creamy. Like a good Connecticut. It's usually like I look for those flavor profiles when I smoke a Connecticut, but sadly that one just missed the mark.
Damn.
But talking about TV shows, right? Like, what are some of y'all's favorite TV shows and why? Like, what qualities do y'all look for when it comes to content? I'll go first. Like, my favorite TV show of all time still is Breaking Bad, and I like it because, I guess I might end up saying the same thing because of course, you look for TV shows with it has really good character development. Like you see this guy Walter White, just a normal chemistry teacher in high school, and it's like, I don't know, it's like, I guess like a metaphor for life kind of. When you're faced with death, like you're about to die, that's when you really start living your life, and he really did. He found a niche that he was like, oh, I'm actually gifted at cooking meth, like the best meth that the country has ever seen. And at first it started as like, oh, I'm doing this so I can leave my family with something in case I, check out the door, right? But as the show goes along, you just see this guy spiral deeper and deeper into that world because he's like, I didn't do this for my family. I'm doing this for me. Like, you remember that one episode towards the end where he's like, say my name. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, Heisenberg. Like, he's like, you goddamn right. Like, he just know he was that motherfucker. Like, there's no one touching my product, except for Jesse. But, I taught Jesse. He's like, we? What's this we? You remember that episode?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was just amazing, and every character in the show, you just see them like develop so well. Everything is so well written, and there was no like lost sequences for me in that show from beginning to end. It was amazing, well written, well produced, great cast. Even though my least favorite character, I think that's my least favorite TV mom of all time. Like Skylar was a bitch.
Skylar was annoying as fuck.
But damn, I guess maybe that's why they wrote her character like that. She did her job, man. She did exactly what she had to do. Like, made me just absolutely hate her guts. But yeah, what about y'all? Like,
Damn, like, no, I do look for character development in the show. Like, okay, I'm watching, have y'all seen Severance yet?
I haven't, no.
And then it's just like, all right, you start uncovering more because of the character. He's like discovering more things about, I don't want to spoil it, 'cause it's a really good show and you're going to watch it, but it's like the same thing. It's like, it has to be a gradual discovery in the show, like it has to be like consistent as well. It can't be like huge spikes like that, because that's when like all falls apart and you're like what the fuck is happening, But a show that one of my favorite shows is, man, don't think I've really watched shows like that, honestly. Like just Sopranos, Breaking Bad. I didn't watch Better Call Saul.
Oh, man.
You said that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
You're probably more of a movie guy. That's probably why.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Or like animate or something, you know?
My show, it's kind of like a niche in a way because I'm a little bit of a history buff. So my show will be Rome, the HBO series with Rome, and they only had 2 seasons, but the writing, the casting, oh my god, everything was really good. The casting was perfect. The writing was good because the characters were almost as closest to the real life characters, and wow, it takes you on a real roller coaster.
It was like gladiator type like production.
Yeah, I would say the production costed less than Game of Thrones, but they had to cancel the show because it was costing too much money for that time. But nowadays, Game of Thrones is the most expensive show they ever had, and we all know how that last season ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's everyone erased it from their minds after that.
Wasn't Lord of the Rings like even more expensive? Or it was like $1 billion or something,
for
right?
Amazon, it was over $1 billion.
Man, I was so
It was
excited because I'm a Lord of the Rings fan, right? And
my God.
that shit came out and it was
I tried.
transgender elves, black elves, like
There was 90%
nothing wrong
talking.
about black people, but I'm just saying it's too much.
Yeah,
like,
nothing wrong with anybody, transgender, black, but it's just like, come on, man. We grew up, we know what Lord of the Rings is. Why are we adding new elements to it, man? Like, just keep it classic, you know?
like I don't want an Asian dwarf, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like weird.
Yeah, I mean, talking about remixes, like the new Harry Potter.
There's a
my
new
God.
Harry Potter.
You remember,
They're-
like,
they're
black,
casting
like,
right
they
now.
put a black Snape, and it's like, bruh, that's definitely not, the Snape that,
Wait, why
everyone
can't he
grew
be
up.
black?
because in the book, like, he wasn't described as
Yeah.
that. Like, that's
Something with a pale skin, and
Yeah,
It was-
that's
it's a
what
long
you
time
want
ago
from
since I
that
read it,
character,
yeah.
right? Like a pale, like
because the description of it does not match the current casting actor.
damn, is Harry Potter gonna be like Asian or something?
But
You know?
there's also some backdoor politics because J.K. Rowling, they don't get along with her, and she already sold her rights to Harry Potter. They might be going back at it with each other.
I mean, apparently J.K. Rowling stole the idea of Harry Potter, but
From who?
like one of her college roommates, back in the day.
Damn.
That's the rumor though, but I don't know. Where there's
Yeah, but
smoke-
how much? It's like fucking wizards and
Yeah,
know?
maybe the roommate like just came up with like the base idea or something, and she just developed it further, and it became successful. But sheesh,
like Facebook.
oh yeah, that was kind of crazy though. I never watched that movie, man. The Social Network.
Oh, I haven't watched it either.
I haven't watched. I just know the story. Like
Damn, so Mark Zuckerberg in his college dorm, like while his roommate like, he's like, yeah, man, let's go out and party, and then the roommate got like too fucked up or something.
it was the Winklevoss twins. What are their names? Winklevoss.
Winklevoss.
Yeah, they were the ones who created the idea, and then I guess Mark Zuckerberg worked with them for a bit, and then just fucking left. And
He really zucked them, man. Mm-hmm. He didn't fuck them, he zucked them. Jeez.
Yeah, that type of field is very cutthroat. I mean, you can see it nowadays. Like a lot of people in the tech field just getting laid off and fired without a notice.
But I mean, that's kind of like what happened. Y'all saw what happened with OpenAI like a couple months back. You remember
that
like
was
Sam
crazy.
Altman? He got voted off by his own board. Like, gosh, you make the company and they're like, oh man, thanks for your contribution, but you got to hit the door, man. Sheesh. Yep.
It's just like the Google programmers that got fired after 20 years, or did they know until their badge didn't work to go through the door? It just kept scanning red every time they tried to go through.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, they didn't even get an email. It's like you wake up early, get in your car, go through traffic, park your car, walk to the building, beep. Huh? It's red. I can't go in. Denied. Hello?
Yeah, then you sound like a dumbass. Like, hey,
Hey, boss. I can't get in. Hello? Hello? Let me call again. Oh, blocked.
Man,
It's very cutthroat in that field. But there's more people in that field than jobs. That's because AI is also taking over.
shit. I mean, you talking about cutthroat. I don't think anything is more cutthroat than like coaching, like sports team. That's cutthroat too.
Oh yeah.
That's even crazier. You remember this season in football, like the head coach of the Jets, Mohamed Salah, he is the reason that their defense was so good, and I guess the team wasn't performing, and one day he showed up and they didn't even let him like say goodbye to the team. They had security escort him out of the building and stuff, and it's like, bro,
That's insulting.
really? Like, this guy was your head coach and you just gonna do him like that? Like, oh, get the fuck out.
Are we touching any politics today or no?
You
We're
can
avoiding.
say whatever you want, man.
Yeah, this is a podcast. Like, you just talk about whatever you want to talk about.
So y'all heard about the JFK files being released? 80,000 files.
Yep.
Fuck.
Do y'all want to hear my theory, or do y'all want to tell me what y'all think first?
I mean, what I think is they released like a whole bunch of like also fluff within it, and it's 7,000 pages, so we'll never be able to like go through all of it, and we have to find the key documents and pages among them, and no one's gonna fucking go through. Well, I mean, somebody's gonna go through it, but not me. I'm waiting for someone to give me the cliff notes.
When
on
did his assassination happen?
1969.
1969. So it's been like 50 something years.
Oh yeah, right before the war, right?
How much
What
time
war? Vietnam?
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you have to like mess with the files, like change it up, use early AI, use just anything, and
Some people got AI reading it too.
what they put it into Grok or what?
Yeah, Elon Musk's Gronk and ChatGPT. People were just going through it.
Did it find anything new? Like, what's
I
like
didn't
the
look
newest?
deeper into it.
Okay.
But I did look into another theory that, for me, felt more plausible. Do y'all know this ex-mobster leader called Michael Francis? He was he used to be like a captain of the Colombo family, one of the top 5 families. So he was telling people from his YouTube channel about how he believes the mafia was involved because the JFK family basically used them to get votes during that in the past. But then they betrayed them by getting the FBI to go after their people. So then they went back and forth with the family and the mafia, getting back at them. It's deep. Because the JFK family did owe them money and owed them like favors, especially for helping them and their family members getting votes.
Oh, I mean,
But some people did use Gronk and said there is some connection, but the only issue is there's no like tangible evidence, on paper and so on. It's just by word of mouth of people that were involved.
I mean, that's plausible, I feel like every assassination or hit, they always try to link it to some gang or mafia thing. I could see it, like,
Because they were professionals back then, to be honest, when the mafias were taking out the hits and so on.
I mean, back then, they say Frank Sinatra was linked to the mafia, and
I could see that too.
Yeah.
I could see that.
And the government's the mafia now,
And he said that I didn't.
How many times do I have to sing "Fly Me to the Moon Tonight" until we tell you to stop, motherfucker? Like, you think those fucking suits are cheap? It's like, okay. Man. Yeah, so I mean, at this point, yeah. I mean, E is right. Like, you had all this time to, alter and tailor the documents before you release it. So it's like, who knows if any of it has any substance anymore?
How do you know it's the real files? How do we know that? Like, we can't ask the source. We can't ask the...
It's been so long, and you don't know what's been changed.
Like, someone is releasing that. What, the FBI? Or, like, how do we know that's the real file? It's not AI generated.
Yeah. Everyone has their own beliefs for this because it's been so long. Like, the only reason I stand with this theory is, like, Robert Kennedy, he went after the Teamsters. And who controlled the Teamsters back then? Those unions in the North? The Mafia. And they kept going back and forth because Robert, he got their help to get votes before. They were friends, giving favors to each other. And all of a sudden, he goes after them.
Okay. I mean,
But that's not the sole reason, but that's definitely something that added on.
I mean, it's just, I don't know.
Because the Mafia with the unions, they had complete control back then. They could shut down the airport, the ports. That's how you mess up the economy.
But like with that, then I mean, with that theory, it does kind of make sense. But at the same time, it's like, how come they only killed JFK and then his brother RFK, and now they just left like some loose ends?
It says some articles were talking about how the CIA was involved, but no one really knows for sure because it's just word of mouth and so on.
Loose ends, but it's like they shot him in there's a video of it, it's like that sends a message.
Oh yeah,
it's like
that's
that
true.
destroyed like the family, right? Like a lot of them became like drug addicts and had a lot of mental problems, and it's like a destroyed family. Honestly, that's
what
what
was
I heard.
that mobster movie that's one of your favorites? Goodfellas. They mentioned Marco Francis within the group of mafia leaders that they were going in the bar. His name was mentioned there as well, and he confirmed it on his YouTube channel that he was there. And word of mouth, he personally believes that the mafia was directly involved, and they had connections with the CIA and so on.
Yeah, then I mean, it doesn't even matter like who did it at this point. Like, I think, what is the real thing that they're distracting us from now? Like, why did they release that?
That makes sense because when they release stuff like this, just like back then, the aliens all of a sudden, it was a distraction from something.
'Cause what happened today? Okay, that happened. The astronauts got saved, right? Did y'all watch that video in the ocean? The 3 parachutes are like
That was pretty
coming
cool.
down. But doesn't it look
AI?
kind of fake?
It does look AI generated.
Like, I don't know, it looks too clean. And like the waves of the parachutes just feel like it's AI,
Yeah.
And then what else happened? So this day it happened. The files, the astronauts, the XRP case got dismissed. Well, it didn't get dismissed, but
They dropped the case.
they didn't drop it.
They didn't?
Man, that's why it's so weird. Everyone's saying they dropped it, but in the fine details, it's like they're still in discussion, but everyone's celebrating and shit, So that's kind of weird. Same with like when they were saying they're in the ISO 2002. It's like, no, they're just compliant. That doesn't mean that they're in it. So it's like you got to watch out what X says in the internet. But what else happened? It's
been a wild week, man.
today. Yeah. How's the cigar tasting so far? Does it have that Cuban twang? Not right.
But it is, I mean, pretty nice though. I'm getting like some white sugar sweetness, There's like there's like an almond note on the aftertaste, and then like slight floral spice. Really good. Through the retrohale, I'm not really getting like a harsh, you know, like white or black pepper spice. Honestly, it's like maybe mild amount of spice, but it's not anything like crazy for me. So, yeah, I mean, it's a pretty decent cigar. Not bad at all.
Yeah. Do you remember how much we paid for this?
Man, I think this was probably like $13 or
13.
something. Yeah.
On the retro hell, it's pretty delicious. It's like get that like caramel sweetness to it and like some nuttiness.
Yeah. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. What about that Aganorsa, Connecticut?
It's starting to taste like, you know, like a cappuccino.
Wow.
It's nothing crazy.
That sounds crazy.
It does sound crazy, but, you know,
No. Okay.
yeah. Roasted. Still like roasted walnuts, but starting to become like a cappuccino-ish. Very, very tiny hints of spice.
Is that
I've had worse cigars. This is not bad.
you've had worse cigars, so you're trying to say like that cigar is towards like the bad side of the spectrum for you?
Oh, no, it's not bad. I'll definitely still smoke it again if it's there.
Who's doing cigars unbanded this weekend?
Is it a weekend or this Friday?
Man. Yeah, who's the next person, huh?
Yeah.
Well, if it's Aaron,
It'll
if it's
have to
this,
be Friday
if it's this Friday, then probably shoot.
We don't have to do it Friday if you guys ain't free.
Yeah,
Y'all can just do someone else on the weekend.
man, probably next week we can do your cigar unbanded.
So then
This
this
weekend it should be either you or Mr. A or Will.
all right.
Hey, so on the topic of movies, have y'all seen the new trailer for The Ballerina?
No. I just saw it. It's it looked pretty good, honestly. It didn't look bad, but from what I'm hearing, they had to retake a lot of shots. They had to do a lot of work.
Yeah, they had to bring back Chad Stahelski, the guy that did the original John Wick series, to like help out a bit with some of the shots. To me, it's just my rule of thumb. Like back then, if I see too much action scenes from the movie, it feels like I already watched the movie. And then if I go watch the actual movie, it just feels like I'm rewatching those scenes again. You know, just like the new Captain America movie. I don't remember the name of it, but I didn't watch it, but my coworkers did, and they told me that trailer with all the action scenes, that's basically the majority of the action scenes. And I did spoil myself by looking on YouTube to watch the ending scene. He stopped the Red Hulk. Well, spoiler alert. He stopped the Red Hulk by talking to him. And
Calming him down. And
calming him down, the
that's
power
so
of love
gay.
and friendship, and he just became himself again. There was no crazy ending fight.
Damn, they made the Hulk like weak. Then it's like all these superheroes is like, oh, you could just talk to him. He'll just like calm down.
It just went downhill ever since Endgame, for me personally.
Yeah, I mean the Hulk, like throughout the Avengers series, like the whole Avengers, like
He was nerfed.
he was definitely nerfed, because if he was comic accurate, yeah, like I don't think anyone can fuck with the Hulk, because he's supposed to get crazier the more that he fights. You know, the longer he fights, the stronger he gets. You know, and that was not how they, framed it in the Avengers. So
Yeah, I want to see Hulk like you see like someone's head and like his two hands come
oh my
fucking tear him apart.
gosh.
Maybe that's why I never watched an Avengers movie or like those Marvel movies, because like they just feel too
They don't allow blood and
Yeah,
violence.
yeah.
PG-13 is their
PG-13,
rating.
and the jokes are even like PG. And I wish it was like more gory, like more for adults, right?
I really wish it was like more like Invincible.
Yeah.
You know, the TV series.
That would be
That's
crazy.
like superheroes are.
They're definitely gonna make a
superheroes.
movie from that, right? Like,
Oh yeah.
they have to. Is
'Cause-
it like what's that?
The Boys.
The Boys. Is it like that?
That's basically like
Yeah.
Invincible. So I feel like The Boys is even already like, you know, in that niche of, you know, real life action, superhero, gory. Yeah.
'Cause at MomoCon, the black actor, he told us about how they have a team of lawyers that make sure that they don't go over the line of how much bloodiness and, you know, crazy mature content that they can release. He said it's crazier than what's being released right now. But the lawyers prevent it from getting even crazier.
yeah.
But I agree with you with the superheroes needing to be, you know, less PG-13 and more of themselves. Because you can tell the Hulk, he can squeeze the Iron Man's head in and just like a tin can, just throw it off or just bite it off. Because the real Hulk is way stronger than that. And he can jump even higher and run even faster than that.
I mean, I saw that one scene from the new, you know, Captain America.
Or he's like jumping and chasing him.
That's the real Hulk right there. You see, like that's how he like he jumps across freaking states.
I wish they did a little better with the casting. I mean, I love Harrison Ford as an actor, but for him I think he's 80 years old to be the Red Hulk.
Fucking old, right?
How can we continue to have him as an actor for the Red Hulk? It's like a one-shot movie.
Man. And now like I don't know if you guys have been. I just see it like online. I don't really keep up, but
I don't anymore.
like all of the comic heroes, like it seems like every year they find a way to make them stronger and stronger and stronger. Like I recently saw Juggernaut, you know, from X-Men, and now they're saying he's like he's probably the strongest X-Men villain like out there.
like strength wise, right? What about because there's Colossus, right?
No, he does. Colossus can't even touch Juggernaut. Like right now, like they made Juggernaut. Like I forget the name of it, but I think it's called like World Breaker Juggernaut, where like his punches can shatter a whole planet.
That's not X-Men, man. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, X-Men should not be like that.
It's like insane, like power scaling now.
Yeah, that's.
But I always thought Juggernaut was like the funniest like villain to me in X-Men. Like fucking looks like a dickhead over here running around like, oh, I'm the Juggernaut.
He was one of my favorite characters in Marvel vs. Capcom. You ever play those games? Those games were.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'd be spamming
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
It was Wolverine, Juggernaut, and Gambit.
Gambit. Yeah, I was like,
yeah.
man, that was one of my favorite
Freaking love
characters.
playing Gambit.
Man, I wish, you know, I hope they make a good Gambit movie because I remember that one Wolverine movie, X-Men Origins Wolverine, they did him so dirty. Like Gambit, that was some BS, man. What the hell? And then in the new Deadpool movie.
Yeah.
It's
The
just
My
like,
Name is Jeff guy.
yeah.
They play too much, man. It's
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
It's like all the cool characters, they're just like playing around with, and they give us fucking She-Hulk. And I mean, there's the new Daredevil show apparently is pretty good. Daredevil like Born Again.
I haven't given it a chance, to be honest.
I
It's
heard
just-
it was good.
Yeah, I don't want to see no blind fucking guy. You know, it's like,
Yeah,
Damn.
I want to see a guy in a wheelchair using mind powers.
Oh,
No, I'm just
my
kidding.
God.
I'm just kidding. That was Juggernaut's weakness if he didn't have the helmet on.
Yeah, that's too funny, man. That helmet, I just laugh every time I like see it. Literally, man. Oh, I'm the Juggernaut. Just fucking smashes his head into walls. Man, I don't want to make that off-color joke, man.
I just feel like this new generation of
what is he though? He's like European or some shit, right?
Yeah, like, yeah.
He's like,
I forget his real name, but yeah, it was some like Eastern European. Like it ends with an ick, you know, something like that. Like
I feel like superhero movies nowadays, it just feels like a cash grab. They're not really trying to like go into the origins or reread the comics. They're really just throwing it out there and thinking that people are just gonna buy a ticket and go watch it. That's why they're struggling to get like people to go in and watch it. Like again, back to the subject of the new Captain America movie. There was a theater that had like some sort of like weather accident where the ceiling caved in, and if like debris and stuff fell down, people would have died. But the funniest part was there was only 3 people in that movie theater watching that movie, so no one died from that accident. So you can tell that's really sad for a new movie to come out, a new Marvel movie.
no,
to come
that's
out.
good.
No,
man. What am I just
no
saying?
one died. Like, that
I mean, it's
shows
great that
how
no one
bad the
died. It's
movie
great that no one
was.
died, but
No, I'm just saying, yeah.
the movie was so bad it saved lives.
Oh, yeah.
That's
you're
what he's
right.
trying to say.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's sad that the movie was so bad that they saved lives. Yep. Yep,
But
you're right.
it's just nowadays it's just not appealing anymore. Like they've done it so much that people are just, we're not gonna waste money anymore.
You know, talking about like movies caving in, you know, this oh my god, it's so funny. Like I tried to go and watch Novocaine this past what was it, Sunday maybe. Yeah, it was Sunday.
Thanks for the invite.
Wait,
Yeah.
you watched it already?
No, I tried to go watch it, right?
Oh,
mean,
wait,
invite
it's
us.
out?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, with
No
the,
invite.
with the because
Yeah,
he
thanks,
said he
man.
was spending time with his fam that night.
Oh,
and,
he loves his
and
family.
you were at work.
Yeah.
But,
I'm just kidding.
I tried to go, right, and it was the tornado that night, and like
Yeah.
I walk into the theater and it was completely empty, but on the seating map there were like a good 20-30 other people, right? And I'm like, oh shit, am I the only one? Like, what happened? And then like I'm sitting there watching the trailer, and one of the workers come and say, hey man, I'm not telling you that you have to leave, but you know, we're all gonna leave because the tornado is coming. But you know, if you want to watch the movie, go ahead. But if you want to leave, the manager can give you like 2 free movie tickets, so you can come back, like, you know, for 2 other, you know, showings. And I was just sitting there, I was like, damn,
I take it.
I should have just maybe I should just watch this movie. And then I just fucking took the
Oh,
vouchers.
you got scared, huh?
And I just went
It's
the
not
fuck.
worth risking
You
your
got
life.
scared of being
Nah.
in the theater all alone.
No, it's
you know?
not that. It's not that. It's just like they were like, we're all gonna leave, but the manager will stay. And I'm like, damn, I don't want to be that guy. Like the manager's like, what the fuck, man? Like I have to stay here and let this guy fucking watch Novocaine in the middle of a tornado. Like he has to wait for me to watch a movie.
That would have been. That's like the safest place, though. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I would have just been chilling. If I walked out and I see like heavy tornado, I would have just slept in the movie theater at that point, you know. But
Hey,
Oh,
put on
these
another
effects.
movie.
oh my
Nah,
god.
what if he like try to like grape you or something? You know, it was just y'all two in the movie theater. You know.
I'm at work, so it's just him.
No, what if like I said, nah, I want to watch the movie, and like the manager like goes up to the projector room and like fucking breaks the projector. It's like, oh man, yeah, we can't.
You
we
see him tinkering with the projector, like, oh man.
Oh man, sorry, you gotta go. Yeah, but I didn't even know there was a tornado that night. Like that it was. I didn't see nothing. Nobody talk about it all day, and then out of nowhere, it was just like, oh yeah, a tornado is coming through. I was like, what? And yep.
But
That's-
there wasn't even a tornado, right?
There
Yeah,
were
it
in
was
the
just
north
like-
for a bit, but it hit Alabama. It mostly hit Alabama, and a thunderstrike came down in my neighborhood and hit one of the neighbors' roofs, and it caught on fire.
What?
Everyone got out alive, thankfully.
Was that the video? You
Yeah,
sent
that was the
group-
video I sent y'all. I might send it to this podcast too, the show. Yeah, it was. I heard a loud thunderstrike, but then I heard like people arguing and yelling outside. I live in a Vietnamese neighborhood, so sometimes they have karaoke nights. But this arguing and yelling sounded different. So
How
after
did it
like an
sound
hour,
like?
I got up. I was like, man, I can't sleep for work. What's going on? Oh crap! There's smoke and red fire. and a fire truck showing up like nearly an hour later.
Were they screaming? How were they screaming? Like, how did it
They were
sound
yelling
like?
at each other outside.
Yeah, how? Like, can you say
Really
it?
loud. Like it was in Vietnamese, so I wouldn't really understand. But I found out. So I found out from asking one of the victims, because I got his number. He told me they were yelling at they were yelling at him because he forgot his wallet, his keys, his glasses, and so on. But what was funny was he was the one that woke them up and told them, "Hey, the house is on fire. The roof's on fire. It's going to the garage really quick. It's going to my room. We got to get out." He saved their lives. They were able to have time to grab their keys and wallets and stuff, but he was too busy trying to get them to wake up and get out. But in that situation, you're really just trying to be alive and save your family.
Sheesh. What the heck?
Some families are toxic, but I don't know that family enough to judge them. But yeah, the next day things were better. Their insurance covered it. The Red Cross is there. Yeah, it was crazy.
And you were just laughing.
How would I laugh?
I don't know. You
wasn't
like
there.
slept good that
I
night.
couldn't even
no?
sleep. I didn't get no sleep when I went to work. I was mad.
Damn, out of all the houses in the neighborhood, that was that house. What if that was you? That could have been you, man. Like real close.
I mean, I'd be a little pissed off too as well, because I'd lose everything just like them. But I didn't know, like, nowadays, like, even in like their house is like from the 2010s, so it's a little newish. The fact that a thunderstrike hit their roof and actually started a fire like that, that's crazy. Because I didn't know, like, the new material is not really that thunderproof, fireproof,
I mean, like lightning is like.
But it was super
like,
loud to wake me
Yeah,
up.
sound can't like cause fires,
yes.
No, the actual thunder touched it, so.
I think you're using the wrong word. It's lightning, not thunder. Thunder is the sound. Sound can't. Man,
Speaking
but-
of sound, did y'all see that video? It's like some Eastern European country. Like they're having a protest, and then all of a sudden, like it's like they just run in opposite directions, and they're saying it's a sound like weapon from the military that they're using now. It's like you
I know
just see them
exactly what you're talking
scatter,
about.
like
It was in Serbia. There was a protest. I'm not exactly sure what the protest was about.
yeah.
The police and military started using this. It's like a heat type of technology that makes their head like on fire. It feels like their head's on fire,
Oh,
and that's what forced those people to like disperse immediately and get out of the range.
what the heck?
So they're using sophisticated technology in that country to like handle those type of protests.
Damn.
What then? How come like the U.S. don't got that kind of technology? Why are we still using like rubber bullets and tear gas?
We have
They'll
some,
use it soon,
we have something called like human rights and all that. Serbia, they don't really practice that, and they're really close friends with Russia, so they're like brothers.
I mean, you're talking about human rights. I think I'd rather have that heat sensation and then get out of the range than be hit by rubber bullets and tear gas. Like, that's even more painful.
I thought they only use tear gas and water in America.
Rubber bullets? You
If
don't-
it gets dangerous, yeah.
Yeah,
but
like-
those people were just protesting. They weren't rioting.
Nah,
If they were rioting, Serbia uses real bullets. They didn't use rubber bullets. It's cheaper to get real bullets.
I mean, you're right. I mean, fair.
I'd rather
fair.
get shot by rubber bullets and then like use that fucking sound.
Yeah, your
weapon
head's
me.
on fire.
Yeah, it's like, what is that doing?
some
to
sort
you?
of
It's like-
radiation affecting you too.
I mean,
That's for the rest of your
I
life.
guess, yeah. Like, I guess, like you have to like find out the aftermath. Like, what is that radiation doing to you? But in the moment, you can just kind of get out of the range real quick. But a rubber bullet, when that thing hits you,
It's like a paintball.
oh, I think
Gun,
it's
you know?
even worse than a paintball.
It's
man.
worse.
It definitely hurts way more than a paintball. Like a rubber bullet, that's like, I don't even. Ooh.
Is it the same velocity of a real bullet but without the penetration?
Yeah. And a real bullet, like when it hits Kevlar, it still freaking breaks your ribs and stuff. So imagine like a rubber bullet. I think that would hurt. Jeez. man. But yeah, like I haven't really been keeping up with. Damn, I haven't really been keeping up with any current events and stuff, man. It's crazy.
Me neither. I just randomly go on Reddit or X, and it's just really interesting stuff on there sometimes. I only do it when I'm at work,
Man, the only current event that I've been seeing on X is like how Drake is losing that Universal Music lawsuit. Yeah. I mean, rightfully so. It's just kind of sad that you get into a rap beef and then you sue.
Your own company and stuff, right?
Like, yeah, what the fuck?
Just take the L and move on,
Like, that's even a bigger L.
But
Like,
then people keep forgetting it was Kendrick who sued first. Let's not forget about that. Like, no one's talking about that.
Kendrick sued.
Yeah. Remember?
The thing is, Americans in general have like short-term memory, so even I didn't remember that, to be honest.
Yeah, they're saying he sued first.
Damn.
Really?
Yeah, it's out there. Like,
What the heck?
my phone.
I didn't even know he sued first. That's crazy. Oh wow. All right. Well, never mind. Well, did he sue because of like things outside of a rap battle, or? Oh, you talking about when the Tupac estate?
Yeah, that.
Oh, that was Tupac estate, man. Like the family told Drake that he can't use the likeness of Tupac. Yeah, because he literally did that. He was like, generate an AI Tupac saying these lyrics. That's cheating, man. Man can't even write his own bars. He's telling AI to write the bars for him now. I mean, yeah, I guess like he did sue, but in the context of Drake suing, I guess it's just more of a bitch move because it's like you lost and then you sued. Like,
Yeah.
but you asked for this. Like you asked for the ass whooping, like on the songs where he was telling Kendrick like, nah, you can't like back out of this now. Like, you have to stick to the fight now. Like don't be quiet. Like, and then when he couldn't handle the heat, then he sued.
Rich people and their rich problems.
Man.
Little men arguing, That's
Little
kind of
men.
like, kind of gay though. Like, hey, I'm gonna rap and say some words and like. It's
I
like
can
this
rhyme
beef
better
shit,
than you.
Yeah.
You can't rhyme better than me.
A B C 1 2 3. Like,
I'm more gangsterlicious than you, man.
look, watch me dance.
But I mean, I guess this is just taking it back to like, those back during the freaking 80s. I mean, not 80s, the 90s and early 2000s of rap, when rappers used to engage in these beefs and battle raps, and for what was it? Ice Cube and NWA, 50 Cent, Ja Rule, like those kind of, beefs back then. So
But those are real, Like, people
Nas.
got shot and shit.
Every time I hear Ja Rule's name, I just always have that scene replayed in my head where Dave Chappelle, does a Ja Rule skit. Like, he basically talks about how there's always some sort of like, when there's like a national security, like the Twin Towers, that situation. He was talking about how he watched Fox News or something, and he said, and the experts called in a celebrity. All right, we're gonna have a Ja Rule on the phone. Let's hear what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. I don't give a fuck about Ja Rule. I don't want to dance. I'm scared to death. You think I'm at the crib thinking about what Ja Rule thinks at a time like this? Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on, please get Ja Rule on the phone. Can someone make sense of all this? Like, when there's like a tragedy that happens, I don't want no celebrities to take on it. They're the last people I want to hear.
yeah, it's like, we see, we can see it too. We don't need like a celebrity to tell us what's going on, man. But I mean, that's the society that, we sadly live in, right? It's a lot of like idolatry and,
Yeah.
I mean, you saw the last bit of the when the election was going on with Kamala, like Cardi B. What's that?
yeah,
Those other artists.
Beyonce. I
Beyonce.
think, did she bring out, who else she bring out? Like, freak.
They were like waiting for a concert, right?
Yeah.
I thought Beyonce was
They
gonna
lied-
sing, but she just
Yeah.
said said a few lines and left.
Yeah.
People were so pissed off because that's the only reason they came, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like that's why she lost the election, because she wasted her budget trying to get celebrities to endorse her campaign rather than actually like talking about
Real issues.
issues that
Actual plans.
can help. And Joe Rogan tried to get her to come on the podcast because, he was giving her a fair shot too. Like, listen, this is, sadly, well, not sadly, but Joe has arguably the biggest platform that you can get on if you're trying
That's
to,
true.
like promote yourself and whatever. Like, he was like, listen,
We're
get on
close
here.
to that, We're close to those numbers. We're
Yeah,
getting there, right?
Yeah, we're getting to those numbers. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. E.
Yeah. Yep. Like, but,
It's
Maybe.
sad because Joe Rogan was actually eager to, make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the fact that her team kept changing the times, changing the dates.
It's like, you got to come to where I
Yeah,
live and shit.
They
It's
kept
like,
telling him he got to go over there. And then they said, you got to go over there in the morning. But Joe said he was like, he had other scheduled, events that he had to do. Mm-hmm. And he told them, like, hey, I'll work with you, but you got to at least like come over here or give me a reasonable time.
yeah.
I'm going to be over here at a different side of the country. There's no way I can go to that side of the country in the morning.
Yeah, it's so crazy because it's like Joe is like, listen, I have nothing to gain from this. You have everything to gain by coming on my show. And you want me to jump through hoops and hurdles. Meanwhile, Trump showed up like,
Trump,
no
his
question
VP,
asked.
Vance,
Yep, Vance.
Elon
Elon Musk.
Musk. I
Like-
forgot the Indian American guy's name.
Vivek.
Vivek, yeah. He came on. They all gave some like good insights on
so-
what their plans
What's
were.
that other, the girl, the Tulsi Gabbard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the other.
I think she's the director of the FBI right now. I'm not exactly sure.
Wait, I thought the director of the FBI was that
Or
Indian
Indian
guy.
guy,
The
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Something Patel.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
that
okay,
guy.
man, I'm not being racist. Isn't his name like his
Yeah,
last
it is
name
Indian
Kosh,
American.
Kosh or
Kosh
Ko-
Patel,
yeah,
right?
Kosh Patel,
yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's
see, I'm not being racist, man. I'm
she's definitely involved in like being a director for an
That's a good guess,
intelligence
though.
agency. Intelligence agency.
and yeah, like, I feel like, I don't know, Kamala just kind of missed the point, and that's why another thing, I think people were so hard on Joe Biden, and when you look, okay, like, in retrospect,
Wait, what do you mean by so hard on Joe Biden? Like, this guy was
He wasn't even
not
there.
in his. Yeah, he wasn't even
yeah,
there.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like, but y'all voted him into office, knowing that he could be, he's knocking on the door of dementia. Like he wasn't in his right mind. Like, there's a chance that could happen, right? And it's like, what if you put your grandfather in that position? And it's like you're bullying like an elder at that point. And at the same time, it's like, okay, like, I guess it's because he was the face of the country at the time, and you have higher expectations from him, of course, but where were the people around him? Like, what were they even doing? You see this guy is like this. At some point, why didn't the Democrats step in, right? And just be like, hey, listen, like, we have to literally meticulously set up a script or something to like save our face, like the party. They did absolutely nothing. They let this guy go out sad for 4 years. And then look at Kamala Harris. Like, she's a younger person, and look at how she ran her campaign. It's even more incompetent. So it's like, I don't expect much from an old man, but from her, you could have done a much better job than that if you wanted to win the presidency. Like, you think Beyonce is gonna win you the election? Like,
You think because that's like the mind of the woman? It's like, oh, we're gonna get these celebrities. We're gonna get, oh, we need this, we need that. You know, it's like, nah.
I just feel like
if there was
this-
a black man, it would have been completely different, right?
Here's the thing. Here's what
I mean, Obama.
here's
Like
what-
he's like half, right?
he's half black. It's
But-
like what Dave
but
Chappelle
you-
said. If we had a real,
Like with a
100%
accent,
black man,
you know,
as
like
president,
a guy from Atlanta, right?
we have some real changes real fast.
I don't know about, a guy from Atlanta. What would he change? Like switches become illegal? I mean, become legal? Like, switches for everyone. Everyone get a switch. Like Oprah Winfrey up in
Hey.
this bitch. You get a switch. You get a switch. You get a switch.
And
we're not talking about Nintendo.
And then age restrictions to strip clubs will be lowered to like, what, 15, 14?
Oh, what? Like the strippers get to work at 15? What you mean?
No, like,
The patron,
yeah,
the patrons.
damn. Yo, I did.
My bad.
So when it comes to like podcasts, like who do y'all like listen to on like a daily basis, or
I only listen
most?
to myself, that's all I listen to.
Yeah, that's the best advice, to yourself.
Listen to yourself, man. That's right. Don't listen to
We don't
nobody.
watch any other podcasts. Like the only podcast you should listen to is ours,
Yeah, don't inhale. Don't inhale, y'all. Get the word out, share it to everyone that listens to podcasts.
Let's invite Joe Rogan to our podcast.
Yeah, Joe Rogan needs to come on our
let's send
podcast.
an email to him like, hey, pull up.
I feel like we could get, like, I was even thinking, like I don't know, like, I'm in the boxing world, like, because I know, like,
A boxing podcast would be nice.
like certain people don't get, like, the flowers they deserve. Like, Terrence Crawford's, one of his trainers, he's Guatemalan. And it's like, he's, like, his cutman / his, he does the pad work for Terrence Crawford, but you never see no interview, no nothing, like, and he's probably, I read his story, he's like, he started sparring Crawford when Crawford was like a little kid, and he was like, just came from Guatemala, he was like 20 years old, and Crawford was like kicking his ass and shit, but like, he's known him for like 15, 20 years now. See like an interview like that, he knows English, and then like, you get to see another
as
side
our
of it.
production
Yeah.
I love how that was one of your selling. I love how
Because
that
you
was
guys
one
are
of your-
here. Oh, we don't know Spanish, so how are we actually gonna do
We
this?
didn't even think
Like,
that. I love how that was one of your selling points. Like, he knows English. Like, oh my gosh.
Look, man.
I didn't know that.
we can. This is America.
Like what? He's over here training Crawford. Like uno, dos, uno,
Yeah,
dos, uno, dos.
what?
We can get an
Okay,
interpreter.
uno, dos, dos. Come on, man. Like, what you mean he knows English?
Like, it's not hard to get an interpreter here, so long as they're telling the accurate translation. Just like how in UFC, there's one UFC fighter, a woman fighter. She was giving compelling, speech. But then her trainer comes out of nowhere and gives like the craziest like translation. I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm a blah 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 blah. I'm like, she didn't even scream or say all that.
Or they say like a 3-sentence like expression of like the fight, and then like
The translation.
it's like 2
translation is something
words.
else.
It's like
Yeah.
3 words. Oh yeah, she said it was a good fight, and that's it. It was
And then it translates.
they don't even try.
Translate retelling a whole speech. I'm undefeated. No one can beat me. Ah!
She didn't even say that. She's just saying she's humble. And
Yeah.
like,
Give me the fight bonus. I need the money.
Yeah, like whole time, like they're complimenting their opponent. Like, oh yeah, they put up a good fight. Like, they were a real warrior out here and all that. And it's just, yeah.
she's like, she's trash. She's never should have started fighting. Like,
Sheesh.
Man, did y'all hear about the news for the UFC where John Jones said he needed 6 months
6
to train for
months.
Tom Aspinall? But me personally, I don't think that fight's gonna happen. I believe in John Jones, but I don't believe like the actual fight's gonna happen.
You don't think so? I mean, 6 months, that's September.
No, I mean
could
like
see it.
the backdoor
you know.
politics of money and
he said
which
he wants to
location?
fight like in summer, like June, July.
Okay.
Wait, that's not 6 months.
Yeah,
I
and
haven't
he's
read-
like
I
the
haven't
time
read
is
into it.
ticking and shit. So it's like, but I want to fight around that time. So it's like, but how long
But
has
what-
he had? Like 3 years? Fuck.
Who, like
John Jones?
John Jones?
No, what did he fight Cigar last year?
Stipe.
Oh,
remember?
last year, yeah.
That was the last fight of the year, right?
Yeah.
He should just retire. Like,
He has nothing to prove because, you know, he really is a good fighter. But, you know, with the UFC, they're having like, you know, backdoor politics of how the last pay-per-view was the lowest pay-per-views numbers they ever had. You know, Alex versus that Dagestan guy.
yeah.
See, I don't even know the
Ankalaev.
champion's name.
Ankalaev.
Yeah, Ankalaev. The numbers were really bad, and ESPN was not happy. UFC is not even happy with them. So, and the UFC's there's speculation that the UFC wants to like move to Netflix because they feel like the numbers would be better and it'll be a wider audience.
Really?
And they're starting that boxing league, and they're saying they're gonna have like a 3-event like night. They're gonna have UFC, boxing, and WWE
Yeah,
in
I
one
feel
night.
like that's
That would be sick.
revolutionary,
Yeah.
and something new, refreshing. You know, like how when one championship used to have like grappling and Muay Thai, and you know, it keeps you like entertained and refreshed.
Yeah, that fight with Mighty Mouse and what's his name?
Rotang.
Rotang. That was a sick fight.
Dude. And the fact that Rotang and Mighty Mouse are friends and they train together in Thailand for fun, man, that was cool.
It's just the whole setup, right? It was like first round Muay Thai, second MMA, and then repeat that 2 more
I
times.
wish they would do it again. It was actually entertaining.
Yeah.
I mean, you said that there was a fight event that was being set up, like WWE, UFC, and boxing all in one night. That, oh my gosh.
It would be funny as hell if Conor McGregor is in all 3 of them.
That'd be crazy.
Dude, that would bring in real numbers. Conor McGregor for WWE, he comes out of nowhere with the money in the bank. He comes and hits the champion. 1, 2, 3. And then the next fight, what was it? Boxing. He comes in, fights more Floyd Mayweather again.
Man, you think so, man? Connor right now, I just think he lost it all, man.
He's going to be president of Ireland. You gonna see him at the White House?
He was just at the White House, taking photos with everyone.
He was like
doing
making a speech. Like reporters were asking him questions and stuff about Ireland and shit.
He was really
like,
focused.
What? The president of Ireland? This guy is on fucking coke all the time. Like, how the fuck? Okay, well, damn, I didn't even see. I haven't even been watching current events. That's crazy.
Yeah.
What?
But you can't
wow.
blame him. To me, he's basically in the same boat as John Jones, where he doesn't really have anything else that he needs to prove. At this point, you know, enjoy your life, your money, do what you want to do.
I don't know if you can put him in the same boat as John Jones, man. John
No, in
Jones,
terms of like retirement.
I mean, yeah, retirement, but like career-wise, man, one is a GOAT. The other, almost. Like, okay, look, I'll give Connor this. Like, he revolutionized the sport of UFC in the terms of like he marketed himself so well every fight that it would just draw eyes to his fight. You know, he just did that. Like, he gave the blueprint to all future fighters. Like, you sell your fight no matter what. Like, you can go on a... Because, you know, even after he lost to Nate Diaz, you know, like, he didn't lose his stride. Like, he lost to Nate Diaz, and guess what? He came back still talking shit, then won the next fight, and like...
But that's why he's like so special, because what we're gonna remember is like all the good times we had watching McGregor, right? We're gonna remember him more than John Jones, right? Because
Not gonna
those
lie.
were exciting fights,
I'm gonna
exciting
remember-
get-togethers and shit.
I'm a little different, but I'm gonna remember Nate Diaz more because he was just so entertaining, man. When he fought Conor and won, it's just funny how he was struggling with the choke, but he just went ahead and just simply punched his head in and then choked him. I was like, wow.
Or when he was slapping him.
Yeah. And then when Nate Diaz took like I think 3-year break, he came back, won his fight, and he said, they asked him, why you took the long break? And then he said, because everybody sucked, and then walked off. It's just really entertaining.
But now he's saying some crazy shit like, oh, like there's no true UFC champions now. It was the other day. He's like, I'm thinking about going back to the UFC and shit. It's like, bro, remember that what was the Ferguson fight?
Yeah, he was struggling.
Fuck, that was.
Yeah, struggling.
It was rough to watch because it felt like moments where they were just playing around, just walking around.
But I mean, they were like two zombies in there. Like Ferguson and Nate are just not those guys anymore.
It's past their prime.
Like,
Yeah.
And the UFC did him a solid because like he was supposed to fight
Khamzat.
Hamza. Yeah, that would have been
Over. Then they changed it last minute.
they
That
did
backdoor
not-
politics, you know?
I mean, Dana White really loves him because Hamzat would have fucked them up big time. And thankfully, we didn't have to see that. Like, that was not gonna be a pretty fight at all. You know, so. But yeah, Conor McGregor, man, legendary. You know, showman. I gotta give it to him. But
His time is
That's
up.
why he could be president because it's like his speech and his energy, his aura. It's like that matters more nowadays
But-
than
The issue is like
the truth, I guess.
on the Ireland subreddit, they really dislike him. That's one of the issues. So it's like a very small percentage that really would actually go out and vote for him
man, I mean, shit.
because they don't like how he represents the country
I think it's the coke. If he didn't do coke, it's like
and
alright.
the rape court case.
Oh yeah.
Which one? I feel like I wasn't even.
I didn't pay much attention to it.
Like a couple of them at this point. It's crazy. His wife just fucking just deals with that. Like, you remember that one after party where like he thought that was his wife? Like he pulled that woman's hair and he started dancing on her, and then he's like, he looked to his shoulder and he's like, oh shit, my wife is next to me, not in front of me. My bad. Like, and she was just like, like, yeah.
All right, so my cigar blew up on me. I tried to take the wrapper off, and there was like so much glue on it, so there was like a little rip. And then, the more I smoked, the worse it got.
Oh my gosh.
This is a cartoon cigar right
Yeah,
here.
that is a wow. But
I don't know if y'all could see, but
I mean, while you were smoking it though, like, was it enjoyable or?
it's a okay cigar. You know, nothing crazy. It's just kind of boring in a way.
Man, you know my thoughts exactly, but I will say this. I think this is what the Connecticut wanted to be. If you thought this was boring, you'll see the Connecticut is even worse. So
It doesn't taste like cardboard.
yeah, I mean, you know, you try it out. Like, who knows? Maybe you'll like it, but I definitely didn't like the Connecticut. This is like basically the Connecticut. If I don't know, like maybe the tobacco from the Connecticut was maybe like aged a little bit more or something
okay.
like that. So the flavor tastes a little better than the Connecticut, but yeah, very boring cigar.
Yeah, as far as the Aroma line, it's like I think the original is probably one of my favorites in it. Yeah,
Still the best. Yeah.
and for the price yeah, it's an amazing cigar.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I feel the same way about my cigar now. It's starting to like taste a little like cardboard-ish and very earthy. I take it back. I won't really smoke it again. But with the world of cigars, there's just so many options, so many brands to go through. I'm still a beginner myself, so I have a lot to learn.
I mean, we're all pretty much beginners here, man. Like, because I mean, even veteran smokers, like I see like a lot of YouTube content creators, like there's that new series that Cigar Hound Dog and his group of friends are in, the Cigars Unbanded, where they like smoke, you know, like mystery cigars, like how we started doing, and they like on the most recent episode, they smoked the Warp New Day, and like they all gave it like A's and B's, and then when the cigar was reviewed, you know, like that it was a Warp New Day, Cigar Hound Dog was like, what? I gave it a pedestrian when I smoked it. So it's like, you know, he has 1,500, almost 2,000 videos. So he smoked all those cigars, and even he really, like, that just goes to show, like, maybe it's just these are, this is definitely a bad cigar. Like they did not take their time constructing it, because my cigar perfectly fine right now the whole way through. So you just got a badly constructed cigar. You also, same thing, maybe that cigar doesn't have the right composition, or even,
Because we gotta keep in mind that the people that work in these factories,
it's all hand rolled.
low wage workers,
Yeah.
Like they're all different. Yeah,
Like that could have been the freaking 500th cigar that was rolled by that person that day, and they were just like, man, fuck this shit. Like they just like quickly threw it together. That could have been, like, again, like towards the end of the day too. Like you never know. All of these are hand rolled. So
Man, I can imagine just like, because like, I feel like a lot of people don't enjoy that job, like rolling. It's like, and people are like mischievous. What's that word?
mischievous.
Mischievous. Yeah, it's like, because I could see them like having a
Bored to
bad day,
death.
and it's like, man, fuck this life, and it's like, and then all right, fucking.
that reminds me of.
Because I would do that shit, honestly, man.
You are this.
Yeah. Y'all
nasty,
wanna
man.
these white Americans, y'all wanna smoke this?
Damn,
all right.
you're one crazy Guatemalan.
Oh my god! So you're the one that be putting the fucking pubic hair in the cigars and shit that they be talking about on Reddit. Like when you slice open a cigar, it's like, hey, check for like hair and shit. Like, oh,
You're the guy selling cigars at the beach.
You're nasty as fuck. But yeah, I mean, I could see that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like they put on the glue. It's like, fuck this guy. Let me
It's like
all this fucking glue.
yeah, like honestly, it's just like anyone else. Like even us here, like we work. Some days we go in, we're like, man, fuck this shit. Like we just like fuck around at the job, or we just have a bad day. Or imagine them, like you're getting paid shit, and maybe like even the what's the name of like the word for like the person that's in charge of the tobacco factory, like.
operations
the master,
supervisor.
I don't know.
The master, wow, they're like slaves. All right, but yeah, like the supervisor, maybe he's like, hey, you're rolling too slow, hurry it up. Oh, you want to hurry up, man. Fuck this shit, like just like
Because sometimes these cigar companies, they have like a deadline that they're way behind, or a quota they gotta meet. Let's say the materials are late. Trucks, they're always late delivering stuff anyways. So then those people at the factory, they gotta pick up the lost time. But yeah, like you said, like even at my workplace, there's people who have jobs that just basically scan bags all day. They hate it because it's tedious. Time goes slow. They're losing their minds. They can't listen to music or do nothing else. So they're like, F this. I just want to meet my deadline and just bounce.
Yeah.
shit.
So they probably just have to meet a certain number of cigars to roll, then bounce.
Yeah, and collect their freaking $2 for the day.
Yep.
That's kind of insane to me. Rolling hundreds of cigars for $2 a day. It's like, wow.
But they get free cigars, right? So it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I like to go home to have a fridge of food instead of cigars. I open it. Honey.
It's like, Dad, what are you bringing?
Hey, I said I went to go get
cigars. Here you go, son.
Son, I tried to find some milk, but all I got is these cigars. So you gotta go sell it at the beach yourself.
oh my god.
This will suppress your hunger, son. Here, smoke this.
Suppress your hunger. Fucking put him to sleep like the most Nick sick you'll ever feel. Oh my god.
Yo, for a podcast episode, we should bring like the raw leaves and like watch a YouTube video before the podcast starts and see who could roll like the best cigar, like first time rolling. That'll be a pretty fun
that
episode.
would be a fun episode, man.
And see if like we could make a smokable cigar, You have like a week to like watch YouTube videos on how to roll it, and then
And have Mr. AB, test it out.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm Mr. A. I'm the real original Mr. A. The other guy, he's a fake. We call him Mr. AB now.
No, his name's Yo-Yo now.
Oh, Yo-Yo,
Yeah.
that's his name? Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he's known as now, because
His head's always spinning.
Wake up,
falls
Mr.
down,
Yo-Yo.
comes back up.
oh my god. Damn, man. he always comes back for more. You know, like he just doesn't know when to quit, man. Gotta always keep him on a you know, tight leash. You know, he could really run away from you, man. Like, man, but yeah, like here's another, you know, topic I wanted to discuss with y'all. Like so do y'all think, you know, like, should we always tell the truth, or is there times where you can lie?
Depends on the situation.
Like, yeah, I mean, it's easy to say that, but like, you know, like, is lying ever good?
Lying is never good, but if you're in a situation where there's a gun pointed at your face and you have to lie to save you or someone else, then yeah, you have to.
Wait, but if a gun is pointed at your face, they're looking for the truth. Like, where's the fucking money? It's
Let's say
you better not be lying.
Yeah, to be in
It's
that
over there.
situation,
Go
he did a
upstairs.
lot of fucked up shit. You
Yeah.
know, to lie.
Yeah.
like if I'm traveling and I get robbed, and you know some people travel with 2 wallets. I may or may not be doing that, but one will always have like almost no money, like $1. If I'm getting robbed, they have, you know, they're threatening me. This is all I have. This is all you have for real? Yeah.
Okay, let me give
But like in some situations that doesn't work, because when you
Check my
fucking
pockets.
like pull out like too little money, they'll definitely kill you. Like one of our friends, like your brother A, like you remember he said that his Brazilian friend like says to, when you're in Brazil, always carry at least $20, because if you bring like $1, they'll definitely still stab you. Like, it's like, man, what the fuck, broke ass? Bro,
Oh, thank God I'm not going to that country.
imagine getting robbed and them calling you broke. Like, wait,
Yeah.
you're the one fucking robbing me. But yeah,
I mean, in America, it would be different because the robbers would they would help you find your money. Oh my God, you are broke. Let's go find the money together.
hell no, man.
All right, I'm gonna check under the couch. Let me jump out this
Fucking
window real
beat
quick.
your ass for wasting their time, man.
But lying in general, no, it ain't good.
it ain't for any situation.
Yeah.
Like the older I get, I'm like, nah, nothing good comes from it.
It's like to me, it's like telling the truth. Even the Abe Lincoln technique. Like there was a situation where Abe Lincoln had to was negotiating with the Southern leaders on a riverboat to get their surrender, to get it signed and so on and so forth. So when he went back to Congress, they asked him are there any of the Southern leaders in the city? He said, nope, they're not in the city. It wasn't a lie. They're on the boat.
Yeah, they're not in the city. They're just in the river right now. Wait, that actually happened? What the
Yeah,
hell?
that actually happened.
Damn, they taught me the wrong shit in school then. Because I thought the treaty was signed at like the Appomattox courthouse or something. Like, oh.
Because when he was doing negotiations, he got them to meet discreetly at the river in a boat.
That is crazy.
So
in a fucking boat.
It was harsh negotiations. He was like, no. Congress will only accept unconditional surrender. But Congress, during that time, wanted to have like a ceasefire and work it out. But Abe Lincoln, he made sure the war would never happen again. So he basically saved the country by making sure they accepted unconditional surrender. And so when he went back to Congress, he's like, don't worry about it. They already surrendered.
Damn.
But that's great because he ended the war quick. If we had a ceasefire, this country would be a little different.
But yeah, you were saying like a situation where like lying or...
Now I was trying to think of a situation where it's like,
All right, like let's say your significant other comes up to you like, hey, do I look fat? And it's just like, you know, in your mind, you're like,
I'll tell the truth.
okay, let's say like backstory. It's like she gained weight, like she kept gaining weight and shit. And it's like, all right.
Even if she's my wife, yeah.
She comes up to you and say, hey, am I getting fat? And in your mind, you're like, man, you're one donut away from an Ozempic prescription. But then
now that's being fucking. You're being brutal there. You know?
No. But he's telling the truth because he's like Tony Soprano.
Wait, yeah, you don't have to say. You can say, yeah, you're getting fat. You don't gotta say, yeah, you're one donut away from fucking. Yo, fat. Are you a roaster? Like,
whoa, fat. You're obese. You're off the charts.
Okay, I could have said something like, I think we passed fat like 3 donuts.
Yo.
Okay. All right. But like, in those situations, what would you do? Are you gonna?
You gotta tell them the truth, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Damn. You better. Then I guess when you get married, you better find a comfortable couch because I see you sleeping on the couch a lot. Like,
you're gonna lie?
Fuck, man, I ain't sleeping on the fucking couch. So it's like, hey, man, nah, like you're not getting. You still look good, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I feel like like you should. Don't get too complacent, just because you look good. You should hit the gym.
Okay, I'm gonna stay this weight. All right, this weight. You're saying I'm fine, right?
I mean, yeah, you might be fine, but you know what I'm saying. Like you can get strong and go to the gym.
But you said this weight is fine, so I'm gonna keep this weight.
No, if you want to play the
and she gained like 40 pounds, like Fucking liar.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. Man. Yeah, but yeah, like I was saying, I mean, I don't know. In some situations, I mean, I guess you're right. Like, lying wouldn't really help the person there. But it's just kind of tough, man. Like, okay, that situation. Where else would you, have a tough time, like, telling the truth?
Man, it's like... All right, let's go to this extreme end of the truth. Because I was reading about, like, Catholicism. And how, like, when you... what is it when you... Confession. It's like, you can confess anything, right? So you could confess murder. You could confess, all your sins. And the pastor, whoever the guy is, like, he can't snitch. He can't treat you differently. He can't do any of that. Like, it's against the code. They have laws in it. If not, like, he'll be excommunicado, right?
Okay.
And so it's like, and then there was a question they gave. It's like, all right, what if the guy confessing, he's like, I'm poisoning all the water supply in the town. I'm doing all this, like, and then like it's against the rules for the pastors to say anything. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, if he says something, it just disrupts the whole law of Catholicism, right? A situation like that hasn't happened, but like that's a question to ask, right? And it's like fucking crazy, like their rules and shit,
Oh, wait, but like in that situation, I feel like there has to be an exception, right? Like,
all they could do is like kind of push you to the right direction. It's like
force you to tell the
not
truth.
Force you, but like pressure you. Hey, like maybe this is like really wrong. This goes against everything. You should
to be forgiven.
Yeah, we'll get you help. We have this other person. You could talk to him. Like this is really something like that, But it's like,
so like set them up, like pretend that it's like, oh, this is another father you can confess to, but turns out he's not even a father, so he can tell the.
I think that's what they would do, yeah.
But isn't that also going against the rule? Because you're like lying to the father of the church. You're just lying.
Yeah, so they wouldn't do that then,
Yo, but I mean, there has to be an exception in that case, right? Because you're abiding by the law book for one, but it sacrifices the good of the whole.
Because, like, imagine what they do, like, when it's, like, the pedos, right? It's like they, like, throw it under the rug. They send them to another country, another state, and it's like...
Continue to
of course they throw it under the rug, because the father is like, I also have a confession to make. Like,
He's like, I understand.
Like, what you mean? All those like Catholic,
We'll get through this, man. It's like,
all those Catholic stories. Like, you think the father's gonna throw like the guy under the bus because he also got to throw himself under the bus too. Like, it's like, oh, I thought I was only one. Yeah, like, but I'm just kidding, y'all. Like, you know, if you're Catholic, no offense, man, but come on, man, y'all are memes out there because of the Pope and stuff like that. But if you're not a pedophile, good on you. You know, don't be a pedophile out there. but yeah, like yeah, like I just feel like there has to be an exception to these rules, right? Like, I understand that, you know, you can't out a confession, but this guy is literally confessing to basically preemptive murder of an entire town, and you just, if you don't say anything, wouldn't that go against the religion though? Like, because isn't Christianity about?
it is, but that's where Catholicism plays in. They have like this whole like hierarchy of the Pope and then the bishops, and it's like it becomes kind of weird. I don't know. It's yeah.
Wow.
But it's kind of cool that you could confess a murder and they'll be like, all right, like, but all they could do is like, you know, maybe it's a good idea you turn yourself in. Like, this is a horrible crime. Like, you've betrayed a lot of people. You killed a life. This goes against the religion. Like, they could say that shit, but
Nah, I'm good. But at the end of the day, you know, we're all man. I mean, we're all humans. So it's tough.
Yeah, it is tough, but like,
Can't you just like not be a pastor for a day?
because then if you get excommunicado, you're gonna get shot up like in John Wick, you know.
oh my gosh. Yeah, but I mean, but like in that situation, I feel like you just have to go against the rule book, because yeah, you can get excommunicado, but I thought because
No, because then that breaks the whole system of what
But let's
Catholics
be real.
believe in. They're not going to trust in confession anymore. It's going to break down their whole system.
but you see,
But the system's already
Christianity
broken.
teaches you that, like, no matter what, no system is above the Lord. So you might
Amen.
get excommunicated by that church or that Catholic, you know, group, but it's like you did exactly what the Lord would want you to do, right? Like, so yeah, like you can suffer on this world, but when it's your time to go, you know, like the Lord he'll have a place for you because you save countless of lives through your action. You know, sometimes maybe that's the test. Like, you know, in Christianity, like when we listen to some sermons, you know, it's like sometimes that is the test. Like, you think that the Pope and the bishop and all that, it's like they might be the highest of Catholicism, but nothing is higher than the Lord. Always remember that, right? Like, so I feel like in that situation, you got to be like, oh, okay, confession is over. Now I got to go tell the whole town, you're dead. Like, you know, or, you know, just be like, okay, son, I got you, you know, like, just wait here. And you go and you call the police. Yeah.
Now, can you say that again loudly? I couldn't hear you the first time.
Yeah, like, what if, like, the pastor, like, sets him up like that, like, holds a recording device, say, hey, I didn't tell it, you told on yourself.
Oh, that's a loophole.
Yeah. You know, like, I feel like there has to be some exception for that. But, yeah, like, I mean, in every religion, you know, you have to always believe in the highest power there is, not the mortals that are down here, like, because they're leading the group, they're still not anywhere near, you know, the powers that be. So,
Because, you know,
Yeah.
the rules by the organized, you know, groups, it doesn't mean nothing once, you know, you're gone from here. Because it comes down to what you believe is right.
so
Plus, you know, every religion, you know, they have their flaws, and there's every religious system is like broken, to be honest. In that case, yeah, the pastor should turn that fool in
Yeah.
and save the fucking village.
Definitely, man. So yeah, I mean that's an extreme, example of lying, but y'all don't see any other situation where like lying would be like, I guess,
Okay,
like,
let's say
objectively good.
let's say your whole family was in the plane, right? All right, listen, it's just a made up situation. All right, I'm trying to think. All right, and for some reason, I got a call from your family on the plane. They're like, "Man, I fucking hate." Like,
Why'd you say my name?
Oh.
I have to edit it. Oh my god.
I fucking hate this guy. Like, we never liked him and stuff. Like, your whole family's on the plane, and then the plane crashed, right? And then it's like, oh. And then I found out, I got to tell you, right? And it's like, hey, your family died. Your whole family, like, it's like 50 of them died in a plane crash. And, before that, they all told me they loved you, and just wanted to tell you that, like, is that a good lie?
I mean, in that situation, it's like no matter if it's the truth or the lie, like you could say, what if they did say they love me, and you told me that, like I would never be able to verify that. So it's like,
no, I got the text. Like,
oh,
yeah. So it's like,
oh, you got the it was a text message.
Yeah, I got it.
And then when it's like, oh, they loved you, but then like I find out later on they text you, say, damn, we hated that guy.
Yeah. It's like,
shit.
No, it's like your family died, and I just wanted to relay the words they said to you. It's like,
this is what they said. And I read it, I'm just like, oh my. I wouldn't even know how to react in that situation. I mean, is that a good lie?
See, would he lie?
About if I was in your situation?
Yeah.
I mean, I would just kind of tell the truth. To go up to you and be like, hey, they didn't really like you that much, so let me show you some evidence. Okay. You be the judge of things,
Yeah, I don't know if that was a good situation, but
I mean, yeah, in that situation, I think I would rather the truth, because if you have it in text, there's a chance that I do find out eventually. Like there is a chance. Now, if it was like a phone call, but I mean, you can, I don't know. Phone calls, you can kind of trace them back, but you can't really know what was being said unless it was pre-recorded, I guess. Yeah, with a text message, I feel like you just have to tell the truth.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would kind of help the healing process too. Like, yeah, you might be going through some grief, but after hearing that, you just like, who knows? Like you might be like, oh.
But it's like they showed the most extreme love towards you, so that's why it'll bring some confusion. It's like, why they really never like, and it's like you'll live for that, like.
Nah, but because then the context, like, what if that text message just came from a prankster in the family, and like you thought it was real or something, like.
Nah, it was like half of them sent me that text, and it's
damn,
like,
half of them sent that text. Oh my gosh. Damn.
And it's like that's the most love you've ever felt in your life from your family. It's like,
shit. Talk about, yeah, you're definitely gonna have like trust issues for the rest of your life.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
that's crazy. Shit. I don't know. I think I would still, rather have the truth at that point. It's like, you know what? They're already gone at this point, and yeah.
or just not say anything. Just be like, they probably loved you, and like, hey, just leave it as that.
But then you would still be lying, because it's like they probably love you, and it's like, but they didn't. So I guess in that situation, it's either you tell the truth or you don't even mention anything. It's like, hey man, sorry for your loss, and that's it. Like,
that's still a form of lying, right? Like not telling the truth.
No, that you didn't lie, because you just omitted the information.
But omitting is like.
But you didn't lie or tell the truth. You just omitted it. Like you just skipped over that part. Like. You know, like it's not lying or telling the truth. You just excluded that part of the information. Like,
But that's worse than lying sometimes. You know?
I mean, in a different situation, let's say the police is questioning me about like a minor issue, like a like a family member crashing, hitting a mailbox or something, and they ask me questions about, hey, was he here last night, and so on and so forth. Would I lie in a, let's say, a generic police situation where it's nothing serious, no murder or killing? Yeah, I would lie to save my family member, because I personally don't really like the police. Now, if he murdered someone, now that's different. I gotta hear the story from him too before I talk to the police. If it was self-defense, yeah, I'll lie to protect him. But if he straight up just shot someone or something minuscule,
What if it's like your dad or your mom?
I'm protecting them at all costs.
Yeah, at all
I don't
costs.
care what the situation could, because I know they'll make like sound judgment.
No, but what if like your dad got drunk as fuck and
He doesn't even drink, but okay.
Well, just like,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then he
yeah,
drove
genetics.
and killed someone, and then like he ran off, and it's like, oh, have you seen? Like, was this guy around? Like,
oh, was this guy around? It's like, no, I grew up without a father. Was this guy around? No, it's like, have you seen your father? Like, what do you
father?
mean? What do you mean?
no, was this guy around
I
like
love that.
around 8th Street or some shit like that? It's like, nah,
No.
he was here.
It's like, man, the last
here the whole
I-
time.
I don't even remember my dad. The last time he said he was gonna go get some milk when I was like 2. I never seen him since. That,
No,
He's in Laos.
yeah, he's in a different country. Someone stole the car though. I'm glad you're here because we need to find the car.
okay, all right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, to
and
save
then,
a
yeah,
family.
someone stole the
Immediate
car,
family, yeah.
and then
But if it's a family member I don't like, yeah, man, go ahead and get their ass.
they just look at the registration and stuff. Say, I don't know, man. Your dad's name is like printed right here, and it's at your address. So, he's conveniently gone. The car is also gone. What are you gonna say, man?
I mean, I'll just make whatever story to protect them. I'm protecting my.
I mean, they'll never find him in Laos, right?
They'll never find them.
Yeah.
They'll
He'll be in
never
the
get 'em.
jungle somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it's a communist country, so they wouldn't even release them to the U.S. Because, police will arrest you for any situation, man. Just to meet their quota and so on, get their promotions. So why the fuck would I help them?
So in that situation, it's okay to lie.
Yeah, to protect your family or friends that, you know that they will make sound judgment. Even if they don't make sound judgment, you want to protect them. If they're out here like having a fucking shooting spree, then that's when you gotta like draw the line. Can't be going out here doing stupid shit like murders, shooting sprees. Now, if my dad did a bank robbery, oh yeah, I'm protecting him, man. It's like, nah, man, he was here. What you talking about? He just went out for a jog. Hey, where's his car? Someone stole his car. Hey, officers, I'm glad you're here. We gotta find the car.
And also find my dad.
Yeah, and him too. Yeah.
They also stole him. Like, oh.
He leaves. You never see the money. Like,
Yeah, I'm fine with that as long as he's happy,
okay.
Like, would I rather have my dad happy or the police happy? Obviously, my dad. Damn. The police don't give a fuck about us.
What if he shot 2 guys in the head, stole the money, and left?
Two cops or two regular guys?
2 bank tellers.
Yeah, it's okay. If it's Bank of America, I definitely don't give a fuck.
Damn. Why Bank of America?
They're pretty, shitty
Yeah,
people.
but there are people in it.
They're pretty shitty people. I've had like terrible experiences.
Yeah, but like he shot like 2 bank tellers. They're not even high in the
They have
ladder.
families and stuff,
I had a situation in Bank of America where I was asking for the manager.
You can't base
And then
that
they were
on
like-
one situation that happened with Bank of
But
America.
just in general, okay, the overall experience with Bank of America or just banks in general have not been positive for me. And the thing is, I'm not asking much, just basic customer service. But that's hard to find in America. When I travel outside of America, I get real customer service, and like decent respect at least. They treat you like a piece of shit, like an animal. Like, you know how it is with customer service people in America. What do you want? Bother me, I'm on my phone. I was too busy doing nothing. What do you want? Dude, I'm paying you to like for this service. And you're treating me like dirt.
Shit.
I mean, we all know discrimination and racism and all that type of bullshit is still happening today. But yeah, overall, the bank experience, nah. I'll protect my dad.
Shit. But I mean,
What would you do though?
Yeah, what would he do?
What would y'all do?
Man. Like, that's a tough call, man. Like, I feel like, you know, I don't even know. Like, yeah, I would have to ask them why they robbed the bank. You know, if it was just for pleasure, then they say, oh man, I'm sorry. You know, you gotta go. But it was like they robbed the bank for some legitimate reason. Like, I don't know. Like,
No, let's say it's like before you even get to talk to them, the police already came to you first, and you don't know the full information yet.
He's just saying, don't fucking say anything. Fucking...
No, like he doesn't call or anything. Like the police came up first.
I would just be like, oh, I am not too sure. Just, you have to talk to like talk to them, like talk to their lawyer or something, because I don't know, like, you know, something like that, like just some answer like that, because I need to know first, like if they were stealing the money for some like good cause or something, I don't know, like to not even help themselves, but to help, I don't know, somebody in a dire situation, then, you know, I might understand. But if it's like, oh, we just felt like robbing the bank,
Yeah, that's
just
wrong.
like,
Yeah, that's definitely wrong.
okay, well then
And
I
then
guess
he's like, son, I made a mistake. I fucked up so bad. Like, I should have never done this. Like, it's like the cops are coming. It's like, what do you say?
well, he didn't even finish the story. He just said he made a mistake.
That's
so
all the time you had.
then I would just be like, whoa, I don't know. Like, this is my first time ever hearing about it, but you gotta contact, try to find them, and I'll try to talk to him, because I haven't spoken to him about anything. This is my first time hearing about this. Or you can go and talk to, you know, the lawyer about it and find out more, because this is not my business. This is not my problem. This is your problem. Like, you came to me with this, like, you know.
So you wouldn't lie.
Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not lying in that situation.
telling the truth,
Then
yeah.
after the police leaves, then I'll get the full story. Like, okay, tell me about the mistake. Like, what is the mistake? And, you know, I need to see, like, if it's justified, because I don't know.
What
Like,
would you do?
don't you feel like your parents would be, I don't know, maybe some parents would be like, you stupid mother. But like, you know, if it's like, you know, if you do the right thing, wouldn't they be proud of you? Like, man, I raised a good child, or something like that.
You would hope so, right?
You would hope so, right?
Yeah.
Well, if it's like justified though.
Justified, yes.
But if it's like, you know, if they're just like robbing
For fun and
just
shit.
for fun, then it's like,
The fun
at
ends
that
here.
point, I don't think they give a fuck about what you feel about them at all. So it's just like, yeah, I think you gotta go. Like, you know.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
would you do?
Let's say my mom, murdered someone. I'll be like, 911. Like, my mom just killed someone. You gotta come get her. Like,
Wait, but you didn't even ask her the whole story. Like, what if
she killed someone? So it's like,
Wait, but what if
What if
she
she
killed someone
defended
trying to protect the family?
okay, then yeah, that's like something different.
Yeah, but you already called
It's too
911.
late. You already called
No, I made a
911.
mistake. No.
It's already too late. Yo, you already threw your mom under the bus. She's like, you stupid mother. The cartels were coming to kill us. you just killed them. Oh my gosh, man. Damn.
And that's
Yeah.
when you send her to Guatemala, and it's like, all right.
I mean, Guatemala is like this big of a country. Like, they're gonna find
Nah,
her
like in a hole or something. It's
in
like,
a hole. You're gonna kill her? Like, what the fuck?
Oh, God.
Why'd you have to send her to Guatemala? Why'd you just put her in a hole here? Oh my
Nah,
god.
they're not gonna look for her in Guatemala. Like,
Ah, man. I don't know, man. Depending on who she killed, right? Like, damn. So, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, is lying ever objectively good? Like, I feel like we're just coming up with all these scenarios and we just never answer the main question here.
Depends on
yeah,
the.
because there's only one. Like, no depends, no nothing. Just true.
You're saying if the
or
question
lie.
is if lying is good or
Yeah.
no, lying is
Is
never
it
good.
ever objectively good?
It's never good, just in general. Because I'm still gonna use the Abraham Lincoln method if I have to. It's not even lying.
That's just wild, man. Like, I can't believe they met like on a boat in a river.
Because he called the meeting discreetly, so and he didn't lie to Congress.
Like,
There are no Confederate leaders in this city.
man, can you just imagine like Trump and Zelensky meeting on a boat? Like in the most recent meeting, like
Hey,
two
Ukraine,
guys
I want my money back. By the way,
just talking, and then out of nowhere,
What
you
money?
the 500 billion.
what the fuck? Wait, how did it go up to 400 and 500 billion? I don't think it even reached 100 billion yet. Like last time I checked was like 60 billion.
I thought it passed.
It passed it.
100.
It passed it.
Damn, like 2-3 months ago, it was just at 60. They dropped another 40 billion. What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Well, never mind. $500 billion? Are you kidding me? Jeez. That would be funny though. Like if leaders met on a boat nowadays, like two guys just fishing. That's how
I mean, they
like,
had their security and shit. They have their teams.
that's how they like come to their like conclusion of the meeting and say, okay, listen, if I catch the fish first, you gotta sign the ceasefire. But if you catch a fish first, we'll keep on aiding you in your fight against Russia.
Okay. Here is the accurate ChatGPT number. As of March 2025, the USA has committed approximately 175 billion in aid to Ukraine.
Yeah, okay. 175 sounds a little.
Yeah, that makes sense.
A little more.
My bad.
Freaking 500 billion. Golly, like.
Damn,
hello?
we're never getting that money back.
If they just committed $300 billion to this fucking country, like maybe the economy would come back, you know, like.
And didn't they say like 20 billion went missing? Like they don't know where it
There's no.
went or some shit like that?
They don't. There's no track record of the money for Ukraine, so no one knows where it went.
Yeah. Damn.
That's why the president is going harsh on them, and he's not giving anything else to them. It makes sense because everyone's suffering in this country.
I mean, it's enough, right? Like 170 something billion. I think that's okay. It's been going on for years now. I think it's about that time, to call it,
I mean, Russia is willing to do a ceasefire and aim for peace. Ukraine's like, nah, we're making more money getting aid from all these countries. Why would we stop?
Yeah, I mean, doesn't Zelensky have like a yacht or some shit? Like,
He bought a yacht and more mansions along with his wife, putting it in his wife's name. So if he were to have to give away his stuff, his wife has the majority of it.
wow.
And you gotta remember, he used to be an actor. That was his main career. So he's really good at acting and getting all that money.
Shit. Wow.
Well, all right, guys. Quick review. 1 out of 10. What would you give the cigars before we head out here?
What do you think, Mr. A?
I give it like a 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. All right.
Yeah, I
What
would
about
say this Edicion Especial is like a 5 out of 10. Very average cigar, nothing exciting. Maybe even like a 4.5 out of 10, something like that.
Yeah, I put it right there in the middle. 5 out of 10. It's like
Yeah.
nothing crazy, average.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep. Well, there you guys have it, man. Another, episode of Don't Inhale. And until next time, keep on smoking them cigars. But don't inhale.
Peace.
Peace.